Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Distant Worlds Honorverse. The once-a-week episode, it looks like we deteriorated to. No, actually, I want to start off by saying, first and foremost, that great news for the Distant Worlds universe, especially, for the whole group, but especially for those of you who, and if you're watching this, you're one of them, like watching really good Let's Plays. Well, if this is not one, but I'm just trying to say, Larry Monte is back, and that's really awesome. Just people, I don't think I ever thought he would come back, and now he's back. He has far superior Let's Play series on Distant Worlds Universe. If you're like me, I like to play with watch the most up-to-date videos. So he only has maybe one or two of those, and he's now doing a playthrough from the pirate's perspective, which is pretty interesting. But anyways, I just recommend, in case you for some reason don't know about Larry Monte, which I think most of you probably do, he is now once again getting videos back up on his channel. So if you don't know who he is, Larry Monte, it's just how it sounds, M-O-T-E, 2 words, and you should go check him out. Maybe I'll put a link or something. It's really huge news. I don't know if you can really tell it. I'm just being casual about it, but it's really exciting that he's back. Okay, now into our game. We have been blockaded. One of our colonies has been blockaded by the Havenites, and I think that this is the gauntlet being swung in our face. And we cannot brook this kind of we won't tolerate this kind of offense. So what I've done is quite a lot of things off camera. First of all, we're going to move to a military economy. And by that I mean we're going to a small detriment to our Griffin colony. We're going to impose, or we already have imposed actually, 15% taxes. Note, there's been almost no time, maybe a day or two has passed since the last video, because I've been doing a lot of changes, and I've been I get the change and I spacebar twice to get the game to update it, just to make sure, excuse me, I just want to see if my command was accepted correctly. And that's really all I've done. I haven't advanced the game in terms of time. Any appreciable amount. We might even be on the same day, I don't know. Anyway, let's see. I talked about the military economy, right? So we got Griffin up to taxing, and I was considering maybe even taxing some other Galaxies 3. They have a population over 10 billion, almost 11 billion, and their planet's probably really close to maxing out, in fact. So let's go ahead and tax these guys. And the tax rate I'm going to choose for every planet that's not at the maximum planet size, yeah, that's good, is just going to be 15%. I did some research on my own, some independent research, for fun really, at one point, examining the effective tax rate on colony growth. And 15%, from 0 to 15, from 1 to 15%, there's just a linear decrease at some particular slope, like 1% to 2% versus 14% to 15% have the same decrease on the effective population growth. But this actually starts to decrease at a much faster rate after 15. So if you go from 15 to 16, the amount of population growth you lose is a lot more. That all said, what that means is that there's kind of a min-max optimum to do 15% tax. If you do more than that, you're kind of penalizing your growth rate, which is still fine to do if you think you need it. But what we're going to be doing is also, I think Havenites is, just over 10 billion. Anybody over 10 billion is going to be my large enough. The census has come back. If they're over 10 billion, we tax them. So we'll do that over here as well. And we're currently at a cash flow of negative 63. This has been offset by the bonus income. Once we have these guys being taxed, I think we're going to notice a pretty substantial increase in colony tax revenue. We're at 261 right now. I suspect that this will increase by a large amount, quite a large amount. But we'll only find out when the next tick of revenue is calculated. We'll have to see how much of a difference it makes, but I'm going to have several other things I need to do before we get to that, so we won't be able to speed along just to find out how our taxes are going to be doing for us. Okay, so those two things are down. I next have to jump to fleets. This is probably one of the more important things. So if you remember, and maybe you don't because it has been a long time, I continuously I'm apologizing about this instead of just trying to get these episodes out more frequently. But we had this notification that the Havenites were going to blockade our system here. Excuse me. So what I've done is we have two forces here. We have the 27th Fleet, which actually has one of our fleet admirals on it too. Not a bad one either, but not a great one. I won't be too dismayed over losing him if he happens to die in the furball, which is about to commence. Anyway, we have these 5 ships here. They have enough fuel to do this combat, but not a whole lot left after that. We also have some elements of some ships here. I'm jumping to the QRF already, which is not what I want to do. I'm going to get this guy out of here. We'll just send him over to, I don't know, we'll just move him to, don't move to the gas mining station. Just got to get him out of here. We're about to have some conflict here, and I don't want him in the way. This spaceport is not built yet, but this one is. So once hostilities break out, we do have a very reasonable defensive spaceport here, even though it's a small one. Those still have a pretty sizable firepower, 144, and 2,400 for their shields, which is what I'm going to be relying on to tank a lot of the damage, since we need to basically survive until our QRFs arrive. So our quick reaction force, or in this case we might as well just call them quick reaction fleets, are now all going to be moved to this moon. There's some already here, and this is the result of me I'm dismissing all of our on-call fleets. Remember, we had those in groups of 7, I think, and now I reformed all of these with destroyers in groups of 10, which is going to be, I mean, as the game goes on further and further, it's better to do larger and larger fleets, because you'll be facing larger and larger fleets of your opponents. Okay, so that's our fleet action now. On-call 8, that's the one. So on-call 8 is here, as well as the 27th Fleet. These are both already here, and we have a few other elements of various quick reaction fleets here. But everyone else is going to move here, and I planned on springing the attack. We should be just decimating these forces pretty quickly the moment the QRFs arrive. Anything else about fleets? Oh yes, I'm also sending Strike Bravo and Strike Charlie to refuel at the Havite Penal Colony. And from there, that's going to be their staging point. Or maybe we'll send them over Sodden. Huh. It's in my space though, darn it. I might send them over here to, these are both mining stations, not gas mining. Where's my nearest gas mining? Gas mining, here we go. I might send them over to Maxis. No, that's about the same distance away from Havenite as the Havite system. So we'll probably just send them from, I'm just going to get the Strike Bravo, Strike Charlie over to a position to actually strike into Havenite. And what I might even do is, before we declare war, actually put them in a good position. I mean, this is the ideal, would be to put them into a good position. Now, Kelamar, if I'm not mistaken, is their home world. Which one is it? Not this one. 2? No. No. So this one. This looks like it. Okay, here they are. They have a massive force. The more important question is, what do they have in terms of defense? They have 1920, 384. That's a very sizable defensive force. Deadly. Let's just take a look at their large spaceport. 1,000 firepower. 4,200 shields. I mean, they have a lot of defensive platforms. I'm not as worried about those. We definitely should be getting carriers soon, which can deal with these in a very nice way, but we don't have them yet. I don't know. It's like they're frigates, they're destroyers. All these I'm not really worried about. I'm just worried about these big platforms if we do try to go toe-to-toe with them. I was thinking the best thing for us would be just to eliminate their home planet's spaceport if we can do it like a surprise attack. Maybe it's not worth it. Maybe we'll just declare war here and just avoid their main systems. Whoops. over here. What kind of forces do they have? They have cruisers with 286, 360, 97. I know they have some battleships here. So 600, 250. Even our, so this is 600, 250. Even our light cruisers are not, they're a little bit far behind, but 90 and 840. So we don't have the firepower. This has always been like the failing of my ships, is that they're more defensive. But I think it works out well. I probably could add some more armaments. I think I should, in fact. But these are doing okay in battle, so we haven't been doing too poorly. But they do have a lot of ships here, too. So that's why I was going to wait for the quick response force. Well, anyway, I think we can take the ships here. If we had to, with our spaceport, I think we could even probably take the ships that are here. It looks like they have 15 ships. What do we have? 12. Minus 1. And we have a lot of destroyers, not our light cruisers, which are better. But with the addition of our spaceport, we might actually have enough to take them. Alright, so this episode, we're going to move to respond. And then on top of that, hopefully we will get the design for the advanced beam in this episode. If we do, I think we're all set to build our endgame frigate. Because our endgame frigate is just going to be a super fast beam-only attack platform. So the idea is super fast, which we ideally have better engines for, and we don't. But it's definitely going to take too long to get those, and I mean, we're doing shields right now. We're almost to the endgame shields. It's unfortunate that these frigates, when we build them, they won't have the best shields because... I mean, off camera, I also did a few more trade deals to get us a little bit more money. Yeah, we do have enough money to... What is the most important thing? To get the wonders or to get the shields up quickly? Honestly, I think it's probably the wonders. That if we have to do an upgrade to our ships later, then so be it. Okay, so fair enough. Then let's go. So all of our ships should be moving to intercept here. We probably don't have to move 0.25. And this is a hostile action, by the way. It didn't provoke a hostile response, but I think it drops their... Yeah, their reputation is now dropped because this is not how you should treat your diplomatic entities, other diplomatic entities. Just wait for this guy to get out of here. We can go up to 1, I think. I'm gonna have the 27th Fleet refuel here. Can they? They might not be able to since it's now being blockaded. Let's find out. Maybe. Okay, good. Our leader's still increasing the population growth level. And look at that tick. So I guess this tick now includes the higher colony tax revenue. You can see it doesn't make... It's like from 250 up to only 320. These additional colonies, they don't add as much as Manticore. Manticore adds 304. Griffin adds, for a comparison, only 40. So almost just 10%. It's almost just 10%. Oh man, we don't need these guys to get poor things right now. By the way, I will also be activating, at long last, Honor Harrington herself. Both of her. We have her fleet admiral and her ship captain. I think it only makes sense to put her on the same ship though, so I won't be trying to cheese that too much. Okay. I had the colony ship refuel. There's no colonies really available for us right now, so we'll sit tight on that front. Okay, this one is just the one who moved away. It's fair enough. Yeah, now I guess it's just the waiting game at this point, waiting for our QRFs who are inbound. They are not going to take long to get there. This guy will probably begin the hostilities before this guy gets there. We'll have enough forces. And our strike fleet's moving in, good. Everything's going according to plan so far. Not that there was any reason why they wouldn't. Ooh, wow, that's actually 8,000 is actually starting to get really good. Now they have 320,000. Should we give them something from that? I think we should because I need the money. I think I'd almost rather give them advanced medicine. Okay, well, let's hold on to advanced medicine and just use... Because they might also just turn around and sell this to other people. We don't know how the tech trading is going on. So we'll wait a little bit longer, 320,000. What would we do with that right now? Probably we would end up... Oh, this is definitely going to finish quickly. Yeah, this is just going to take forever because it is an end game technology. I'd almost be better off... This is already built and this is already built. Yeah, never mind. I was going to say I'd almost be better off just waiting, but you know what? Population growth rate, probably the most important. Actually, I'm not sure. It might be the most important thing to get empire income. I think I'm going to cancel this one and move to this one next. Okay, that automatically did it. Then swing up this chain. The only things we have right now going on in this whole tech tree are just these wonders I want to get to. So I think I'll do finance first. Finances are going to be more important. In fact, growth rate ends up being the least important of all these because obviously at the end of the game you saturate growth, you max out your population, and then growth rate, what is it doing for you? Nothing. You know, at the end of the Griffin at some point is just going to not need its colony population growth at all. We'll probably keep it because the money we'll be making at that point, the annual expense of the facility will be just a drop in the bucket. It won't be important to cancel it then, but it won't be making much of a difference anyway. I'm really not sure what to do here. So it's going to be nice to get the advanced missiles, but not... I don't know, man. It's not the assault missile, though. It's just an improvement. Seems like a pretty good improvement, though. Yeah, it's an additional 3 damage and a huge increase to range. We might even do a missile, like a missile destroyer, gun frigate and missile destroyer. Maybe. Alternatively, we could just start getting better ground units. No, I mean, the space battle is where the space war is going to be won or lost, so... Let's move up to 2x even. By the way, if you're wondering, I will be building more ships. Okay, our scientist at Kata Research Station has made a critical breakthrough while researching high energy capacitors. Okay, good. He did a crash research on the program. Of course, I would have preferred this one, but that means that we didn't have to invest the money there. We probably could invest it in advanced shields. Now, we're so close to Meridian shields at this point, it doesn't make sense to wait to build a new design with any of the previous shields. Because I will crash course Meridian shields if I... Yeah, I think I will just do that. These guys are all just giving us money, which is great. This blockade, the funny thing about this blockade is it doesn't mean anything. It just doesn't mean anything to us. Oh. Okay. They obviously know what we're about to do because they've just landed a huge attack fleet in our system. And we stand alongside our friends and allies. It's funny, they're lifting their blockade. Gee, I wonder why. Well, our forces are... Oh, wow. Look at the timing on that. Would you look at the timing on that? Perfect timing. Now, I have to say I'm a little bit scared about this. What is this? Is this Bergamo? And they do have troop transports as well. Are they going to just take over this colony? I'm not too concerned. We're about to annihilate their fleet, and we're really a quick jump away from annihilating the second fleet as well. So this is going to be what a great start. Such just beautiful fortune. And you can imagine this being written in the history books, how the QRF force had already prepared, had already been launched to help against the blockade, and was arriving right at the declaration of war. So we'll definitely slow things down. We'll probably do 0.25 even, because I want to micromanage this a bit. I don't know how to micromanage this, but all we need to do, the main thing, we just want to focus fire. So let's see, what do we do? Get these guys to focus fire. What do I have? Yeah. So I guess they're all deploying their lasers. Let's focus on this cruiser. Oh. This is a gas mining suit. Okay, we don't care about you. Focus here. Focus here. Focus here. I'm going to do that focus fire. This guy is screwed, so we won't even bother with him. And then I think we'll focus on this cruiser. And what do we have here? What the hell is this? Yeah, this Bergamo is definitely a normal... We'll focus on this because I think this is where my small spaceport is focusing. Alright, I don't know if we got all the ships, but in a moment we're going to have a lot more joining. This is awesome. Here we go. So we're beginning our engagement. Lasers are firing. Quick reaction forces are engaging now, are getting to the target. Here we go. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. Oh, we are going to annihilate them. And no survivors, because we're actually going to pin them in. They can't even escape. Oh yeah. Kill them all. Kill them all. What are they doing here? It looks like they're actually trying to run away. They might be going after this, so what I'm going to do is actually preemptively get this guy over here. Very nice that he's here, because then he can repair any ships that we do have that take too much damage. Now, this activates... how do we want to respond to the possible Havenite threat? We imagine that they will only hit our easternmost front. Let me just make sure I know who I'm at war with. So good, I'm only at war with the Havenites, which is what I was hoping, and they are basically at war with everyone. Which is good news for us, because that means we'll be getting a lot of help. And that might even be where these fleets are coming in for. So let's just ignore... I don't think we're going to be aggressive. We're probably not going to lead a huge offensive. Come on, guys, get this ship. Get this ship. Look at the damage. Oh, it's a total... Ah, it's kind of a bummer. No, they did warp out. I think they warped out to get this one, though. Unless they're warping out to leave. And we will definitely be able to take over this mining place, whatever this is. Oh, you know what? This is a great little planet. We'll definitely take that one. Yes, indeed. Alright, another thing I want to do. I need to load up troops. We have to go and try to take some of these systems. I think... Yeah, this is a marshy swamp, which we can very easily colonize for ourselves. So, and this has chromium and elosium jade, which is great. That's very rare. Yeah. They have it in pirate base too, which is actually better for us because we can actually start eliminating pirates since they're obviously too lazy to do it themselves. And what is this one? Continental. Even better. 92%. Oh my god. So we just need to get the Slookins the hell off of that. Alright, so what we need to do is load up some military transports, which I think I have one already ready to go. Yep. We're just going to make sure to load all the troops we can here. Now, where else do we have troops? Sort by location. We have 3 on here, 3, 3, 3. Alright, it's probably... Alright, let's take the Hamad, no, Sphinx. Lahane's only at, wow, it's only at 3.7. Calypso, do you have troops? You don't? Huh. It's really unfortunate because I was about to go steal your troops. Nantaray has troops. Good. Let's go steal Nantaray's troops. So let's get somebody who's not. Get number 2 to go over here and load all the troops from Nantaray. So this is a Bhaskaran one. But that's okay. We can recruit different units, whatever, later. We'll deal with that later. Let's first just deal with... What the hell's... Oh, that's Grayson. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to have 1 transport fleet, 1 military transport with 3, another one with 2. I don't think we need that Bhaskaran, actually. I think I'm just going to preemptively move over to this area. I'm going to move to this planet, assuming that by the time we get there, it'll be safe. Oh yeah, good stuff. We are just picking them apart. Do not let him get away. How's our space station end up holding up? Wow, perfect. It absorbed just basically the perfect amount of damage. This has gone absolutely fantastic. It looks like we have 1 ship injured so far. Wow. Now let's see. Wow, that's actually good. I think, did on call 8? Wow, everybody survived. So we'll probably merge on call 8 into the 27th. And we'll just use that as a fleet. We can call that QRF 5. Even though it's a weird mix of light cruisers and everything, so it doesn't matter. We have done it, though. This is amazing. This is a little strange. Why did you go here? Are we pursuing them, or what's the deal here? So, okay. Let's get our construction ship, which is right here. They will eventually repair some ships, but we want them to first repair... No, we can't repair this because it's still being built. Pretty happy that this guy's coming in here. These are damaged ships anyway. That was a good move. That was a good move. Wow. Amazing. Huge success for us. How much damage did that do to the Havenites? They were at like 29. They're down to 25. That's something. I mean, it's something. Considering we're only at like 9, they're like 3 times as powerful as us. That's a good start. All right, so let's get one of the smaller fleets, maybe 27th. Oh, they're pursuing. Okay, that's fine. On call 8. You are not. Let's get on call 8 to go over here and destroy this. And this guy is actually holding his own, which is great. Oh, go ahead and pursue. I know you're low on shields, but he's low on everything. That looks like a miss. These look like hits. 68. Aha! Go, go, go! Move, move, move. That was not smart. Why did you jump in? There we go. That'll be the Okay, we got a few hits. There it is. We're starting to see the destruction now. Okay, good. Yeah, that was a really good engagement. And here comes, oh wow, yeah, here comes the 26th fleet. They're just coming here to refuel anyway, so it's even less significant than we thought. And they're actually, oh, look at it, they're transporting migrants. Very cool. And we're blowing this up now. Very good. Actually does have firepower. But such low firepower. It's basically just one of our ships. So. Shouldn't take long. Destroy that. Wait, is that? Oh, it's a pirate. Oh dear. Menacing some buccaneers. Huh. I guess we did cancel our agreement with them. Hey, look at that. We're even positive on money now. But just incredible that we didn't lose a single ship in that. A lot of refueling has to be done, though. We lost a lot of shields. But yeah, I mean, of course, the main thing we have to look at here is that we survived it. QRF2 rejoining. Wow. So lots of good news. Larry Monte's back, and we successfully held off the Havenite initial attack. Whew. All right, so this is huge. We finished advanced beams. Let's see how we're doing on close. So we'll get this next, which is just going to decrease some of our troop cost, which is good. You know, it's only at 28, so it's going to help like by 3K a month. Not very substantial. Weapons research. These things usually increase when you finish tech in the relevant field. So. Alright, now we have some injured parties. Let's find out who they are again. No. If you're not... Okay, so if you're ready to go, just move to this planet. If you need refuel, we'll send some back to refuel. Okay. Move here. Looks like they finished their job. Yep. No more mining station. Yeah, I mean, the worst thing about it for the Havenites is that they went to war with everyone at the same time. Just not a very good idea. If we wanted to, we actually could probably peace out from this. And we're now known as respectable, which is great. Probably because we adhered to our allies' call to arms. And even the Solarians are back up to satisfactory. How, I don't know. It's a weird system. And the undermining. So probably this is all... We were all in a mutual defense pack. The interesting thing is who... Yeah. So they're still in a mutual defense pack, which is not good. But the Silesians are annoyed. That's good. So that means that maybe that defense pack will go away. Maybe. And they Silesians are actually cautious about the Silesians as well, which is also really good. Huh. Okay. Well, I have to say I'm pretty happy with... I'm going to call this episode to a close here, but extremely happy with the way this went. It's going to be good. I'll probably take a moment off camera to figure out what to do with these armies, Navy, the fleets, whatever. We want some to go and refuel, some not to. I'll do that off camera so we don't have to do it on camera. And then we'll continue our attack. I know for sure... Ooh, there's their pirate base. Should we go after it? Not while we're at war. How about that? But I definitely want to go take these colonies. So you are moving already. And you are en route to load troops from Monte. You're so far away. I didn't realize how far away you are. And this number 3 is so much closer that we're going to do it this way. We're going to have them go load troops instead. I think that that is going to be the better decision. I think so. Yeah, but lots of these guys need refueling, so that's it. We'll put a cut in here. Thanks for watching, and sorry that these videos are coming so far apart. I will stick with it though. You have my word on that. So, but until the next one, take care.